Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial on my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 keyboard shortcuts that will help you edit video faster. So you know that when editing video, using keyboard shortcut is very important. It can speed up your workflow and yeah, it is great if you can remember all the keyboard shortcuts in the program. By the way, these are 5 keyboard shortcuts that I use all the time. And to be honest, I only remember this keyboard shortcut. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so the first keyboard shortcut that I want to show you is how to move the playhead to the beginning of the timeline or to the end of the timeline, and to the beginning of the clips and to the end of the clip, a certain clip on the timeline. Okay, supposing that if you want to move the playhead to the end of the timeline here, it is very annoying to just click here and then move it to the end. Instead of doing like this, all you need to do is to press the keyboard shortcut N on your keyboard to move the playhead to the end of the timeline. It is very easy. Just press N and then your playhead will be at the end of the timeline. And vice versa. If you want to return it to the beginning of the timeline, you can press the keyboard shortcut Home on your computer. It is very easy, right? So that is how to move the playhead to the end or to the beginning of the timeline. How about a certain clips on the timeline? For example, if you have a clip here, a selected clip on the timeline, and you want to put the playhead at the beginning of the clip, normally you will need to click the mouse here and then move the playhead to the beginning. But sometimes it is not precisely placed at the beginning of the clip. So all you need to do is to select the clip on the timeline, and then you can press hold shift on your keyboard and then press the home key to put your playhead at the beginning of the clip, and vice versa. You can put the playhead at the end of the clip by pressing press and hold your shift key and then press the end key. So shift N is to move the playhead to the end of the clip on the timeline, and shift home to move it to the beginning of the selected clip on the timeline. So that is the first keyboard shortcut that I highly recommended you to use when you want to move the playhead around the timeline in Filmora 10. So let's go to the keyboard shortcut number 2, is how to change the speed or how to open the speed window in Filmora 10. So normally when you want to increase the speed of the video or to reduce the speed of the video, you have to select the clip here on the timeline and then find the speed button here. Now you can press the speed button and then select a slow option or fast option, or open the custom speed window here. Will look like this. By the way, if you want to use a shortcut for this, all you need to do is to select the clip on the timeline and then use the keyboard shortcut Control R. So you press Control R to open the speed control. Right, it is very easy, and now you can increase or reduce the speed of the video easily. That is the keyboard shortcut for controlling the speed of the video, to open the speed control window in Filmora 10. Okay, so that is the keyboard shortcut number 2. And the next keyboard shortcut, I think is very common and I use it all the time, and maybe as a beginner you don't know about it, is the place and pause the video in Filmora 10. So when you want to play the video or to review the video, all you have to do here is to place the mouse here and hit this play button, right? And you want to pause, you can click it again. But moving your mouse along the timeline and all the window is sometimes it is very annoying. And you have a keyboard shortcut for that, is the space bar. So you can press space bar to play the video or to stop the video. So space to play and space to stop. That is easy, right? And that is the third keyboard shortcut. We will help you edit video faster in Filmora 10. Okay, and the next keyboard shortcut is related to the audio. So when you want to mute the audio of the clip on the timeline, you can select the clip and then you can right click and go to the audio option here, and then you can select mute. But as you can see, you have a keyboard shortcut for this one. So normally when I want to mute the audio of the clip, one clip or multiple clips on the timeline, all I need to do is to select them on the timeline, and then I can press Ctrl Shift M to mute the audio. So that is a keyboard shortcut to mute the audio in your video, and also multiple video on the track here in Filmora 10. So I think it is very useful because sometimes when editing video, you don't want to use the audio and you want to just split the clip into parts, and after that you do the sound design and you can turn on the audio. So you can, if you want to mute it, you can press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Shift+M, and you can do, yes, you can unmute it with the same shortcut. So you can press Ctrl+Shift+M to unmute the audio of the video that you selected or that is selected on the timeline. Okay, I think it's easy, right? And the last keyboard shortcut that I highly recommended you to use is the keyboard shortcut to have you view everything on the timelines. As you can see in my tutorial, I always tell you to click this button to view everything on the timeline. And sometimes when editing video, it is very easy to just click this button. But maybe you can press a keyboard shortcut to speed up your workflow. For example, if you have a longer timeline, a massive timeline like this, and you want to view everything on the timeline, you have a keyboard shortcut for that. You can press Shift-Z on your keyboard to view everything on the timeline, and that is very useful, right? And you want to zoom in and zoom out the timeline, you have the keyboard shortcut to Control and minus to shrink the timeline, and Control+ to zoom in the timeline, and zoom out the timeline, Control- and Control+ to zoom in and zoom out the timeline. I'm sorry. Alright, so these are 5 keyboard shortcuts that I normally use when editing video with Filmora 10. Hopefully this video is helpful for you. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye and see you again.